Good evening, guys. Today I'm explaining about introduction of Foundry. Okay, just wait. So, Foundry. In this session, just we have seen introduction of Foundry. What is Foundry? Why it is making? How it is used? And what are the different parts used to make the Foundry? What are the different steps involved in the Foundry? Uh, why it is used Foundry? Okay. What are the different casting methods in Foundry? What are the different sands? So today we discuss all these things. Okay. So you can see what is Foundry. So a foundry is a factory that pours molten metal into molds, producing cast metal objects. Uh, in Foundry, we are making different parts. Okay. Any type of parts. It's like iron parts are iron, aluminum, cobalt, copper, silver, any type of objects you can make on the foundry. So casting is the one of the oldest industrial process. There are different casting processes. Okay, so uh, it is mainly used as green sand. In casting process, it is used a green sand. So మెయిన్గా ఇక్కడ it will use a green sand on the casting method. So some typical casting methods, so you can see the diagrams. There is a method, one pouring a jig, pouring a molten metal onto the casting box, and aluminum pots, engineering blocks, axles, turbine blades in jet engines. So in turbine blades, how it should be making, how it should be produced, in what are the different steps involved in that producing of turbine blades. Okay, so in that foundry, all these parts are making by using foundry. So it is the main um, equipment is sand casting method. Main method is sand casting method. So the basic materials and equipment for green sand casting. So there is a two boxes. One is a cope box and another one is a drag box. These two boxes are taken and to fill the sand on these two boxes and fitted into this. There is a sides is there, a locks is there. So after filling of the sand, we can lock the two boxes and we will fill with sand. Which sand it is used? Green silica sand. So already in previous classes I will told you there is a different types of sands are used in casting process. What type of sands? What are the different types of sands? We will discuss in further classes. Okay, just you can see the brief introduction in this class. So in casting process, different parts are used to produce a one object. So what are the different parts? So one is cope box and another one is drag box and sand. So these are the most important objects in the sand casting. And what about other parts? There is pattern, molten metal, mold forms, rammers. So these are all the sand casting parts. Okay, so you can see what is a pattern. What is a pattern? If A copy of the shape you want to produce made of wood, plastic, or metal. A copy of shape, what you can do in the casting, which object you can do in the casting process, what is the final product of your casting process. You can ready with the uh, wood or plastic or metal. By using these components, you can make a pattern. After making of pattern, what are the different steps involved in that pattern? We will discuss later. There is a different types of patterns also there. Okay, this discuss later. You can see only first pattern. What is pattern? Okay, in wood or plastic or iron or aluminum, there is a different parts or sands. These are different parts. We can make a pattern. After making of pattern, what we can do? Okay, so the sand is a mixed with clay binder and water, so it will hold its shape, plus cold dust to improve surface finish. So in that sand, we cannot take a only sand. It is a mixing of different components. We can say, suppose example, we can take a silicon sand. It is mixed with clay binder and water. Why it is mixed in that silica sand? So the strength of this sand should be increased. So it should be increased. The molten metal are poured to the boxes. The object will come out perfectly. Okay, the sand strength should be increased. It should not increase the sand strength. The molten metal poured on that boxes, uh, the pattern should not come properly. It will damage. So we can increase the strength of the stand by mixing this clay binder and water or coal dust to improve the surface finishing factor of that sand. Okay, so what are the different types of sands? What are the properties of sands and where it is produced? We can discuss later. So, container of molten metal filled with furnace. So, so this is the important part of the sand casting, molten metal. Okay, so in molten metals, there is a different types of metals is there. Okay, iron metal, aluminum, copper, silicon, lead iron, bronze, gold, silver, steel, mild steel. So many metals are making the casting process. So how it should be made the molten metal? If we take the raw metals, so in raw metals we will take and the induction furnaces, different types of furnaces are there. So it should be maintained at around 2500 degrees centigrade or 2200 degrees centigrade to molten these metals. After in that metal, the solid metal is converted into a liquid metal at the temperature of 2500 degrees centigrade. Okay, in that temperature, we will take the container on the, we will take the metal on that container. After placing the sand on that boxes, we will pour on that boxes. Okay, so in that boxes already we will put on a sand and also pattern is placed on that sand. Trammers is placed on that sand. Okay, trammer is placed on that sand. So after this completion of steps, the molten metal is poured on that boxes by using the rammers, by the help of rammers. So the top and bottom mold forms made of metal open at top and bottom. So these two are some components are only at coke box or some components are only at rock box. some components are mixed with two boxes. Okay, only one component is mixed with two boxes. In small components only mixed with one box only. Okay, in these boxes, after these steps in completed, the molten metal is poured on that boxes. So after completion of these steps, we will wait for 1 or 2 days, or 24 hours or 48 hours. It should be cooled at room temperature. It should be cooled at room temperature. The 2500 degrees centigrade are decreased to room temperature. After this completion of cold process, we can take the our output of the object. So that is the process of sand casting. Okay. So you can see the what is sand casting and what are the different steps involved in the casting is. A very basic summary of the sand casting. First of all, mix with the molding of sand placed into the bottom mold form and compacted. Okay. So pattern placed into that mold. So first we can take the bottom of the box. First we can take the bottom of the box. We can fill with the sand on that box. Okay. So after filling this sand on that box, uh, the sand has a very strength. Why? Because it is fixed with clay and water. It is fixed with clay and water. So after this filling of this sand, we can place a pattern on that sand. So you can see the second step. So pattern placed into the mold. So what we are requiring in the pattern to make that and placed on the sand. Any type of pattern. What your requirement is to take that pattern. So after the process, you can see the third step, add the top mold form. So after fixing the pattern, the top of the box is placed on the bottom box. So you can see the fourth step, fill top of the form with compacted sand. So in top of the box also, we can place the sand and we will put on a tube or pipe provides a path to pour the metal. So these are rammers. Why it is used? To pour the metal. And also another hole is also a place. It is a riser. Riser is provided to what is the level of the pouring material. What is the level of the pouring material? That is the riser. So you can see the take the top mold of and remove pattern of pipes or posts. So after completion of these process, it should be cooled in 24 hours or after 48 hours. We can remove this two boxes. So we can take out the pattern. So in the middle of the sand is a cavity shaped like the pattern pouring hole. The pouring hole is placed on the top of the box. So replace the top mold and fasten thoroughly. Okay. So pour the metal. It is filled from furnace immediately before you are ready to pour. So you can see. So whenever you complete the to filling the top of the box on that sand, after the process, you can take out the pattern. Okay. You can take out the pattern on outside of inside of the box. So the what we are requiring the pattern is it should be shaped on that pattern is provided on the two boxes of the casting process. So we can pour in the metal on the two boxes. So wait for the metal to cool minutes or days depending on the size of the casting. After pouring the material, we can wait for some time. Why? Because it should be cooled and at room temperature. సో మెటల్ అనేది పోర్ చేసిన తర్వాత అది రూమ్ టెంపరేచర్ లోకి వచ్చేంత వరకు ద లిక్విడ్ స్టేట్ ఈస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ ఏ సాలిడ్ స్టేట్. సో ఆ సాలిడ్ స్టేట్ లోకి వచ్చేంత వరకు మనం వెయిట్ చేయాలి. ఓకే. సో ఆఫ్టర్ కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ cooling process, a copy of the pattern has now been made in a metal. So what we are requiring, what is our object? It should be iron object or steel object or aluminum object. What metal we are pouring on that object, on that pattern. So finally, after cooling process, we can take out our final pattern. Okay. So shake out. The eighth step is shake out, means break apart the two halves of the mold and take out the part usually requires vibrating or the striking the mold to break up or the sand. So this process is after cooling the process to shake the two boxes. Why? Because the sand has a very high temperature and it should be cooled at room temperature. Just a second. Okay. It should be cooled at room temperature. After the completion of the process, we can take out the pattern. So cleaning. So the ninth step is cleaning. Cleaning means sand is cleaned off the part. The tab where metal flowed in must be removed. After completion of this casting process, our pattern should be cleaned. Why? Because some rough surfaces are provided on that pattern. Why? Because there is a casting process, the sand and different components are mixed on that pattern. Okay, the 10th step is mold forms are reused. So the mold forms are reused. Reused means what is the mold forms? So the rammer and riser rammers are provided to the mold forms. It should be reused. Okay. So the 11th step is sand is broken up to screen to remove debris and clumps and sent for remixing. So also the sand is remixing. Sand is also a reused particle. Okay, so this is the overall sand casting process, how to make a pattern. Okay, how to make a pattern and what is the casting process in foundry. So it is the different steps involved in that producing a final output on that foundry. So you can see the sand casting. There is a diagram. He is molding a metal and is poured into a one container or object. So the sand casting is simple in concept but demanding in execution. So it is a process essential to the making basic and advanced product. It is also hazardous and energy intensive. So it has a very high temperature. It is around 2002 degrees centigrade to 2500 degrees centigrade. It is a so much high amount of temperature in that casting. So it is a hazardous and energy intensive process. So this is the diagram of the sand casting process. So the top of the box is core box and bottom of the box is drag box. Okay. So the open riser and pouring basin is there. So the pouring basin is provided to pour the metal, poured into the metal on that pouring basin, and the open riser is used to what is the level of the pouring metal, what is the level of the molten metal. Okay, so the core sand is placed on the two boxes and what is the, so you can see the green color mark, that is the mold cavity, that is the final output of the our casting process, that is the final object of the casting process. So you can see the green, green color, that is the mold. Mold means our final output of the object. So runner. So runner, it is a pouring the material, and gate. So the bottom of the basin is called gate, and the sand. We can use the different types of sands. Okay. So the parting line. So the parting line means how much amount of sand should be filled on that boxes. Okay. So the center of the line is a parting line. Mm, sand. We are using the different types of sands, different types of mold cavities, different types of pores. What it is, we are explaining about further classes. So this is the overall procedure and different parts in the casting process. So it is a sectional view of the sand casting. It is a sectional view. So what is a pattern? So approximately duplicate of product. Duplicate of product means, suppose if you are preparing a box, one rectangular hollow box. The same type of product is prepared with sand or plastic or wood. Not plastic, sand or wood. It should be a same part of the product, and it is a duplicate product. Okay, so the patterns are made in the shape of casting. It means what we are requiring the object, we can make with the duplicate product. It is the shape of the casting. So the pattern materials is wood, plastic or metal. So the plastic is also a pattern making process. Okay. In mainly we are using wood, metal. These metals, these materials we can mainly use on that pattern making process. One piece or multiple piece pattern. It is a single piece pattern or multiple pieces of pattern we can make on that casting procedure. So types of patterns. So there is a different types of patterns. It is a solid pattern, split pattern, match plate pattern, cope and drag pattern. These are the different patterns. Oh, okay. So how it is pattern making, I'll explain you later. So what are the allowances, pattern allowances, linkage allowance, machining allowance, draft allowance, and what are the percentages of the allowances? What is cores? So the core are used to create internal cavities. Okay, internal cavities should have similar properties as the mold shaken out after casting is produced. So the cores are used to create internal cavities. I will explain you in further classes in detail about the cores. Okay, so that is the process of that casting process. He is explaining about a one party is taking. Okay, he is filled with a sand on that drag box, and he is ramming a sand, and another box is placed on that box. So one riser and pouring basin is placed on that boxes. So that is the pattern is in step 5. Pattern is placed. Okay, after pattern is placed on that boxes, he is placed in the pouring basin and riser. After putting in that pouring basin and riser, he is filled with a sand. After completion of the sand, he is damming. So in the two boxes, there is a pattern making. Completed the pattern making. So in the 8th step, the pattern making is completed. After completion of that step, he is remove that pattern. He is remove that pattern on that boxes. In the 10th step, he is maintaining the some gaps of the pattern. Okay. So after 11th step, you can see the 10th step. So the cope box and drag box is separately, and he is placed in the cope box and drag box one off by one. So after he is pouring a molten metal into that box. So the finally the product is ready. After completion of cooling process, he is taking out the pattern. So the riser and pouring basin of unwanted material is there. Some he is removing the material at machining process. Okay, so that is the overall casting introduction of the casting process. So